Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Hey Granddaddy Show. I am your host, Mr. Nobody. Today's show is sponsored by nobody. But today's show is called Pimp. There's all sorts of pimps. There's all sorts of ways to get pimped. Pimped is pushed into making poor decisions. Now, that's a pimp. Black exploitation movies. I don't know the other two, the two on each side, but the middle one is Bishop Don Magic Wand. There's another of him. See, he's the bishop. Then he has the magic on the cup and his ring. And then, he's Don and his magic wand. Self-explanatory. He sees the magic wand in his hand right there. Pimping since pimping since pimping. Here's the understatement pimp. Casual man of leisure. He's not really flashy. Just look like a regular old Joe, but you can look at his eyes. Seen that he's seen a lot. Seen that he's been through a lot. Those are the black exploitation pimps. That's what the TV likes to portray as pimps. But I want to show you the other side of pimping. I want to show you the hard, evil, grind down to the stone other side of pimping. Pimps that they don't show you. Allegedly, pimp. Allegedly, pimp. They can be considered pimps too. Pimp. That's Jeff Bezos. He got everybody pimping. He pimping everybody. Everybody's on Amazon. Affiliate marketers being pimped. Selling their wares. Selling their wares. Their goods. Yeah, pimp. He's a pimp. That's how I look at him. He's a pimp. Everybody's a pimp. Man, woman, boy, girl, they all pimps. You can't get through this. You can't get through this life without being pimped or pimping. Either one. At any given time, you're both. Yeah, you say you're not, but you are. Anytime you want to get somebody to do what you want them to do, you pimping them. Anytime. Here's one you might have heard of in the past. Heidi Fleiss. Yeah, that's a pimp. Yeah, unadulterated. A1 class tail pimp. She's a pimp. They call women's madams, to make it seem respectable. Madame. But no, she's a pimp. There's another, she did not age well. But when she was a younger girl, little thin mint right there. She get the meats. Meatalones. Madame Claude. Her real name was Ferdinande Grudet. Ferdinande Grudet. But they call her Madame Claude. She used to put her girls under the knife. What? Under the knife. That's how she branded them. They all had to get some kind of nip tuck going on in their life. They had surgery. Or this is a pimp. She's pimping still to this day. To this day. Antonia Murphy. That's one. To this day, she's still pimping right here. She got to join out and Nova Scotia, New Zealand, some crazy place out there. It's called the Batch. She got a batch of batches working the whole stroll, but they respectable batches. You know what I'm saying? So even her daughter asked her, "Mommy, what you do at the Batch with those batches?" And she told her daughter, "We play dress up and give kisses and cuddles to men and make lots of money." That's how that Batch said it. She give kisses and cuddles to men and make lots of money, and they play dress up. You know, she's going to have that little daughter of hers thinking about being a Batch when she grow up. She's grooming her. She already grooming her own daughter. That's crazy. They need to take that child away from her, lock her up, or call DHS, something. Oh, but she lives in New Zealand, where the legwork laws is lax, where the institution of tuition is prohibited. Is not is allowed. Is prohibited. Not prohibited. Yeah, it's prohibited. Yeah, I'm losing. It's the Hey Granddaddy show. I say what I want to say, and that's not allegedly. She is actually a pimp. Or how about Sydney Biddle Barrels? You heard of her. She was a pimp. She's a pimp back in the day. Now she sells self-help groups. She's a self-help guru now. You know, she's like motivated speaker. You know what I mean? Hey, she was motivating them chicks to get on a whole stroll. So she motivated chicks to get on a whole stroll. She can motivate men to better themselves. All right? So she just traded one pimping for another pimping. She just traded one pimping for another pimping. Sydney Barrels. Sydney the Pimp Barrels. It's like a wrestling name. Biddle. Get that Biddle out of here. Biddle. Now, you got, there's other forms of pimps too. You know what I mean? There's groups of pimps with the same agenda. We call that the sender. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of senators get together. They pimp the country. You know what I mean? They make laws for you and me, but not for thee. They make those laws. They can toot toot. They can take it. They can inside a trade. They can make laws for companies, and before they initiate the laws, they could buy or sell that company, like they did in the pandemic, insider trading, and don't go to jail. But if you and I inside trade, oh, we going to jail. Jail. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Jail. Or but even kids can pimp. When they give you the sad face and the please. So, you know, everybody's a pimp. Your mothers, your wives, your sisters, your brothers, your husbands, your friends, they all pimp. We all pimp. We all pimped and we all get pimped. You know what I mean? And here's one last picture of another group of pimps. We call that the Congress. And they pledging their allegiance. And it's like, I pledge the allegiance to the pimpage of the United States of America and to the republic for which this pimp stands, one nation, under pimpage and liberty and pimping for all. I am Mr. Nobody, and this is the Hey Granddaddy Show, and I am out.